Hey ladies and gentlemen, Lone Star Piper here, coming at you with a video response today. A video response to Hobbiton Piper. The man just reached 500 subs. Well done, sir. He is doing a 500 sub giveaway, and the requirements are subscribe to his channel, like his 500 sub giveaway video, and if you're a content creator, do a video response to a question he posed. If you're not a content creator, leave a comment response to a video question he posed. And I believe the question was something along the lines of, is there a particular movie scene that you can always recall resonating with you or invoking a strong emotional response? And fittingly, as he is the Hobbiton Piper, he answered his own question with a scene from The Lord of the Rings. Pretty good scene, I might add. I'm not going to spoil it, however. If you want to know what that scene was, go watch his video. As for me, though, I think I'm going to have to go with a scene from the movie The Last of the Mohicans. And the scene in particular takes place when Nathaniel Hawkeye, Daniel Day-Lewis's character, and the few remaining members of the tribe that adopted him are at a colonial encampment. And a British officer is going around the encampment trying to recruit people for the French-Indian War. I think what they were trying to comment on in this scene is the colonial indifference to the French-Indian War, because many of the colonists did not want to take part in the war. Now, I'll prefix this scene by saying that I'm a huge proponent of certain things that I have not talked about a lot on my Pipe channel. I have another YouTube channel in which I have done so. I've taken part in podcasts on many different channels. I have a buddy, Jonathan Picone, who I've been on his channel a lot, discussing a lot of these things. But I'm a huge proponent of individual liberty and natural law philosophy. And that's what the scene, to me anyway, speaks to in a way. So, back to the scene, and I'll try and put a video clip in after I explain this. But the officer's going around the colonial encampment trying to recruit. And he comes around to Nathaniel Hawkeye, and there's an exchange of words. I forget exactly what they say, but the officer says to Nathaniel, he says, "Do you not call yourself a loyal subject to the crown?" No, he goes, "You call yourself a patriot. Do you not consider yourself a loyal subject to the crown?" Or something along those lines. I don't know, I'm paraphrasing here. But I vividly remember Nathaniel Hawkeye's response is, "I do not call myself subject to much at all, really?" I think he says, I remember he distinctly does not say anything. He says, "I do not call myself to much at all, really." I believe that's what he says. Now, again, they're trying to comment there, in my opinion, probably most likely on the colonial indifference to the French-Indian War. But what I got from that was much more, because of the choice words Nathaniel Hawkeye uses. First of all, he doesn't say crown in direct response to the officer, which indicates to me that it's not just England he doesn't consider himself subject to. He doesn't consider himself subject to any man. Secondly, he doesn't say anything at all. He says much at all. Because if he had said anything, it would imply he doesn't consider himself subject to anything in the universe. But by saying much at all, to me, what I got out of it was that he understands that we're all subject to certain things that are out of our control. Things like the consequence of your behavior, universal laws that are not man-made, and God. And so, to me, that scene speaks to things that I'm a huge proponent of, like individual liberty and natural law. Because at the end of the day, as his character correctly understands, none of us are subject to the will or whim of other men, rightfully. So that would definitely have to be the scene I'd go with. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's full of some great action, awesome soundtrack, some great emotional scenes. It's a very good movie. And I hope that is a worthy response to Hobbiton Piper's question he posed. And as always, this has been Lone Star Piper. Be true to yourself. Be good to each other. Y'all have a great week. Peace.
Enough to remind you all that France is our enemy.
That's your enemy.
What did you say?
While we're at your fort, what if the French attack our homes?
What then, Lieutenant? For your homes, for king, for country. That's why you men ought to join this fight.
You do what you want with your own skull. Do not be telling us what we ought to do with ours.
You call yourself a patriot and loyal subject to the crown.
Do not call myself subject to much at all.